and today's scrapbook process video is brought to you by Let's Get Sketchy. This is the, what month is it? July sketch challenge. I cannot believe how quickly time is flying. And I have kept the sketch up in the upper corner there, just so you can kind of see what it looks like and how I am like making it different or using the same elements, or just because I thought it might be nice for you to just like follow along that way. And if that is something that you prefer when I'm doing sketch challenges or scrap lifting a sketch, let me know, because I will continue to do it. Or if you're like, I don't like it, then let me know that too in the comments and I will not do it anymore. So the sketch is really fun, and it has these 3 stars going down the side, and I actually happen to have a Bella Boulevard pre-made die cut with stars, and I had 3 of them, and I thought, oh, those would be perfect for this layout. So then all I had to do was figure out which photos to use, and there are 3 photos. 2 of them look like they're kind of square, and one of them's more of a horizontal thing. I decided I didn't really have any. I had just printed some photos. I just printed my my June photos, or no, sorry, I had just printed my May photos, and I went through them, and I didn't really have anything that I could. I didn't have 3 photos of the same event that I could like cut down, and nothing just seemed to work from that. So I went, you know what? I had some extra photos that I had actually taken, and I hadn't printed out yet. For the Disney bound Star Wars challenge that went on starting on May the 4th. And so I still had those on my phone, and I just sent some of them to my Canon mini printer and printed out 3 of them in a 2x3 size. So kind of like, they're not the same size as the photos in the sketch, but they're still smaller photos, so they work. There were actually 5 days of these Star Wars Disney bound prompts, and the whole thing is that you're supposed to basically, because when you go to Disney, adults are not allowed to wear costumes, and that's a safety thing. They don't want somebody trying to pretend that they're Jasmine and like going backstage. So, but if you want to dress like your favorite character, like the kids do, how do you do that? So the whole challenge is to find stuff from your closet, like regular clothes that you could interpret in a way that resembles your favorite character. So because this was the Star Wars challenge, all of the prompts were about Star Wars, and the first one was your favorite character. So I dressed up in like an all-black ensemble to mimic Luke Skywalker from Return of the Jedi. And you can't really tell from the photos because I was trying to take these myself on my phone, and the lighting was not great. I couldn't find a good spot that had good lighting. It was a bright sunny day, but it wasn't working for my photos. But anyway, I even wore a black glove, just like he did on one hand. So anyway, yeah, I got messy there. I was showing you the splatters that ended up on my hand as well as on the paper. So this layout did take a while, partly because I guess because I was doing a little bit of mixed media. I used 2 misting sprays, Shimmer's Pop Art Pink, and then a Tim Holtz Rustic Wilderness, which is the green color. And I went with those 2 colors because some of the pattern papers have some orange in them, and the Pop Art Pink is like an orangey pink, and then the green because there were some greens in some of the pattern papers that I chose. And I went very minimal with the pattern papers. I think I talked about this in my last process video. I'm using my June Best of Both Worlds kit to make this layout. So I'm ahead of the game here because this is for July, and I made this actually in May using June's kit. But I didn't want to use too many of the pattern papers from that kit because I wanted to see what Shamel was going to do, because I sometimes do like to scrap lift and like scrap along with her as she's doing her lives. So I didn't want to use too much of the pattern paper. So you'll notice that I did back the white Vicky Bouton Foundations paper on some orange pattern paper from Simple Stories, but I cut out the center of it. So I still have a nice chunk of that paper, both sides of it, so I can use that again for something else later. So that is me just doing one of the little cut file pieces. It had actually been a row of stars, and I just cut them apart so I could move them around the layout a little bit better. And then I backed them. 2 of them I did the same pattern paper, which is like a rainbowy paper, and then the other one was just an orange pattern paper. And actually some of this stuff was from the bits and pieces of the May Best of Both Worlds kit that I did purchase. So I just had a bunch of scraps, like those paper strips, and I was just kind of trying to use those up a little bit. I'll probably end up making like maybe a card or two, or doing something else with a mixed media background. That's a good way to use up scraps. Just create your own background and then put the scraps wherever you want. I think some of my most favorite layouts that I've done have been where I just kind of like go crazy with the mixed media and then just do like a hodgepodge of random stuff. So I'm ready to put the photos down. I did all this in one afternoon. I did let my mixed media dry on its own, and then I took my heat blaster to it to kind of, help it along. But some parts of it were still a little wet. I did end up with some green on my fingers. So unfortunately, usually when I do mixed media, I let it dry overnight. I'm not in a hurry to get anything done, but the way I've been doing process videos lately, like I just needed to get it done all in one go. So the heat thing worked pretty well. I need to bring down another roll of towels in my scrap room, a roll of paper towels, because I like to do like the rolling technique. I haven't done that in so long, but if you do mixed media and then you want it to dry really quickly, you just take the whole paper towel roll and roll it across your page. And it also leaves like a pretty cool texture if you've got like a quilted paper towel. So I'm not using any adhesive on these 2x3 photos because the paper is self-adhesive. Not all of the Canon mini printer photo refill papers are. The ones that came with the printer were not. But my husband also got me a 50-pack refill, and they were self-adhesive, which is like the coolest thing ever because it saves me from having to use adhesive for the photos. So you'll notice that while the photos are kind of in the same sort of triangle shape, I moved the center star over because my stars were not very big. They're smaller than the photos, unlike in the original sketch. And I didn't really like having that other star still like in the center there. So I kind of like where each photo has its own star, and then I am going to build up a couple, like make them embellishment clusters with some of the embellishments that I pulled before I started this, because I knew it was going to have stars and they were Star Wars photos. I did basically take like everything that was a star embellishment from the May Best of Both Worlds kit and anything else I could find, really, so that I would have like extra stars to add to this as well. Now the title is a long one, so I'm using a variety of different alpha stickers. The word May is from that Amy Tangerine Brave and Bold, or Be Bold, Be Brave sticker book. The word the is from one of the American Crafts word, phrase, things. I don't know what you call them. They had the word the as something. I just took it out. The 4 is a Vicky Booten sticker, and then the TH for the 4th. Because it's like, if you don't know, Star Wars Day is May the 4th because it's May the Force be with you, but May the 4th sounds like it. Anyway, so the TH for the 4 is Pink Fresh alpha stickers. The B is very old, I think American Crafts foam alphas. I don't know if it is, but I think so. The with are also American Craft stickers, and then the U were just some random alpha stickers that I had in my stash. I think I got them from my mom, but they were in like the right color scheme. They were orange, so this was a fun way to use up some alphas, that's for sure. And now I just need to build up my little embellishment clusters here. So I've got some Pink Fresh, I've got some Vicky Booten, I've got some Altenew, and I really love that Pink Fresh chipboard tag. It was red. It kind of reminded me of like a movie ticket, and it said something about like, let the fun begin or something. And I thought that would be really, really fitting. So I will come back to that. Just hang on a second. The sketch doesn't have a whole lot of embellishment. There are like 3 little circles that could be something of embellishment wise. You'll notice that I'm not sticking to just those like 3 pieces there. I am moving and adding and just kind of doing my own thing, which is great. The sketch obviously inspired me, and I think it's very obvious to see how it inspired me. but that doesn't mean that you have to do it exactly the way that it is in the sketch. So I've got some circle pieces. I've got some stars from the Amy Tangerine sticker book. There's also something that there was a sticker that said like I did my best, and I put that up on the top of the word May because I feel like so many people did this Disney bound challenge, whether it's for Star Wars or any of the other themes that they have, and they have like amazing, amazing outfits. And I'm like, my closet is just not that big. I have t-shirts and I have like some work shirts and mainly jeans, but like I don't have belts or hats or a variety of different types of shoes. So I did my best. I thought that sticker was very fitting. I did do my best for this challenge. And I think for most of them, like I nailed it. Would I wear this outfit to Disney? No, I would not. But for the challenge, it was fun. And so there you see I cut that Pink Fresh sticker so that part of it is at the top diagonal and part of it's at the bottom. So, working on that diagonal line and then just adding a few embellishments just to give it a little bit more oomph and visual interest. I was also thinking of doing my journaling down there at the bottom right-hand corner. And I just, for some reason, I wasn't sure about it. I didn't really like it. And then I went, you know what? Like there needs to be something down there because there's so much white space. So I used the sticker to anchor and then I just ended up doing my journaling right there underneath my paper strips. And I think that's pretty much it. Like I said, this is a little bit longer than most of my process videos. And I guess that was because I had the cut files from Bella Boulevard. And that I got those stars from the one that has the 100% awesome on the cover. I guess that's what it's called. I still haven't used the big 100% awesome die cut, but I'm hoping to be inspired to use that soon, I guess. So yeah, if you guys have any questions about this challenge or any of the products or techniques that I use, please let me know in the comments and click subscribe so you don't miss out on the next Let's Get Sketchy sketch challenge or any other scrapbook challenge or scrapbook process video that I decide to share with you, because I would love to connect with you guys here as well as on all my social media channels. Those are below. And the link to enter your Let's Get Sketchy July sketch challenge layout is also below. You can now enter in the Facebook group, so it's really easy. You don't have to go to the blog, but if you do go to the blog, which is also linked below, you'll get to see what all the other design team members did using this sketch. It's a really cool one, and I'm so glad that I was able to share this with you. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time for more scrappy happiness. Have a good day. Bye.